Hey there. Every now and again, I will receive a message from someone who is deeply moved towards training their mind and advancing their inner self, but believes that they can't follow any path because they are unable to visualize. To them, it's often an inner blindness comparable to physical blindness, a medical condition or an innate inability they were born with. This leaves them in a terrible conflict because the vast majority of different training methods, whether it's yoga or Hermeticism or Buddhism, involve the imagination and a picturing of things clearly. This is to allow them to tune into and to direct hidden forces. Sometimes this circumstance has led the person to a great situation of inner conflict and worry. They feel they're not going to be able to do what they feel they are here to do. And the instructions that they're given are completely alien to them because of their inner landscape. Most people watching this video will be able to relate to this in some way. You have probably seen people do things which, when you first attempted them, seemed impossible. Whether someone was playing a musical instrument and when you picked up that flute or that guitar, it wouldn't make any decent noise for you. Or maybe when you first learned to draw or to paint, it just didn't seem that this would ever be possible. Now, most people work through this. They find that with a few hours of practice, something that seemed unbelievable is now something within their capability to some degree. Well, I'm here to say that it's just the same with this facility of visualization. The whole point in spiritual training is for you to learn to do things you can't now. Be reassured that imagining things clearly in your mind's eye is the first of many different abilities which you can't do at all now. And each one of these will be mastered by you if you are fastidious in your undertaking. If you make sure that all the exercises are mastered to the highest possible standard. You see, before your imagination fully develops, you need to create a firm foundation. But it's not just repetition that's going to aid you. You need to change. You need to evolve to be able to do this. You must raise your consciousness to meet this challenge. The reason is as follows. Your inner elements affect what you can form in your mind. So those who are very earthy, they will think in very abstract terms, and their imagination will be very good for tastes or smells, but not as good in other aspects. And likewise, those who are more of water, they will be able to imagine emotions and sensations and have a feel for things in a more dominant way. If you're an air person, your spaciousness, your acoustic imagination will be superb. If you're fiery, you will be able to visualize and imagine things clearly and picture those colors with a bright resonance. Now, most people can do a bit of them all. And if they're relaxed and they're not thinking about it, the images, the imagined senses just appear. Someone mentions the red door's there for a flash. They just don't know it is. But under pressure, when they're trying to do something they've got doubts about, it's very hard to meet the standards of what their expectations are. So in order to advance, you need to start balancing your personality, working on your soul mirrors. You should aim to be as fiery and ambitious as you are, as airy and intellectual, as intuitive and fluid as you are, as solid and earthy and stable. If you get your character developments in order, then you'll naturally start to use different strategies in life. Sometimes perhaps you'll be a bit more fiery. Sometimes you will use your imagination visually. It's a good way to practice. But be compassionate with yourself. We all crawl before we walk. So to begin with, it may just be a hint of the colour or a hint of the picture, not anything you could quite put your finger on. Likewise, diligent, repetitive practice, whereby you slowly and gently increase your abilities, is very important. Even if the initial results are discouraging, remember that trying to play the musical instrument or paint or whatever that skill was you have already learned, and how long it took for it to start to look or sound beautiful. If you train in this way, with faith, with diligence, with fastidiousness and discipline, soon what seems beyond your grasp will be within your hand. If you train with this method, if you train in this way, with discipline, diligence, dedication, and fastidiousness, soon what seems beyond your reach will be within your grasp. My name's Martin Folks, and I hope this video was of great benefit to anyone who believes that they will not be able to visualize. Until next time, let's make every word, thought, and action count.